maalintii saddexaad maanta maxaan ka hadli doonaa waxa weeyaan Say Walahi. Say Walahi ma wax fiican ba ma wax xun ba? Is it a good name? Is it a bad name? Is it an insult? Is it something to be prideful of? Hassan, so what do you think?
Say Walahi.
Say Walahi. What do you think?
Say Walahi. First of all, I consider myself Say Walahi. I grew up in this country, right?
Okay.
So, but the question is, it has some negative connotation and it has some positive. So it depends how you look at it, right?
Okay. So let's start with the positive, Magool. What's the positive connotation? Waxa fiican maxay tahay?
Waxa fiican.
Maxay u fiican tahay? Sababta u fiican tahay maxay Magool?
You know, from my experience, Say Walahi, they say dadka inta ku koreen, they are more honest. That's what I hear.
They're more honest.
Where versus dadka, you know, what they can kusoo koreen, the people that grew up in Somalia, they know the loopholes. That's how I look at it, honestly. The people here, they're straightforward.
Okay.
So whether it's good or bad, that's not for me to say, but this is what I hear. Yeah. So okay. People who grew up here say, well, they don't judge you based on your meshak emat.
So religion or...
Yeah. They leave that out the door. Wherever you are, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
They treat you the same way.
Okay.
That's a positive side.
Hey.
That's how I look at it.
That's a good point.
Right? Yeah, because it's a mindset, it's a cultural thing. They grew up here. They don't judge you where you come from. They don't care. But they judge who you are. That's how.
So they judge you on character.
On character, and that's the good side of it. Yeah, that's the good side of it, right?
No, I completely forgot about that. That's a good point.
Yes.
Because to be honest, I don't even know what Qabil you are. We've been friends for God knows how long.
Yes. You know,
we have never had that conversation.
Yes.
So I agree. It is true. Do you know what Qabil I am?
Because no, I don't know.
Because we've never had that conversation.
Probably I heard at some point. I didn't care because it doesn't matter, honestly. I think
if you're a good person, you're a good person.
I think because the way I look at it is, you know, the life's purpose here is for us to worship one God.
Yeah.
You know, to worship the Creator. So when you go to the grave, the first question is what? What is the first question?
Who's your God?
So there's no question. That does not matter. Of course, it's good to know your culture. It's good to know your family, where you come from. It's very important to know that. Okay. I'm not saying you don't need to know that. It's very important, right?
So that's the follow-up question that I had.
Yeah.
Because Say Walahi is generally, they don't know nothing about Qabil. They don't know nothing about Qabiyalit.
Yes.
Is Qabil part of the culture, or is it a separate thing than the culture?
Why, for Say Walahi?
No, I'm saying like the Somali culture. Is Qabil part of it, or is it
our culture? It's embedded in our culture.
So if you don't know the Qabil, you don't know the culture.
Well, culture is something different. I wouldn't tie it to it, but my experience, Qabil is a big part of our culture. Right?
No, true, I agree.
Yeah, there's all kinds of culture in Somalia, right?
Yeah.
So, but I think Qabil is central. It's essential, right? Okay. That's what Somalis operate, right?
No, true.
Yeah, everywhere you go, that's how it is, right? Okay. So, unfortunately, right?
Okay. When did you learn about your Qabil?
Oh,
how old were you?
I was young.
Did you really care, or was it just like background noise? Or was it just background noise?
At that time, I was 14?
Okay.
12, I don't know, but I didn't care. You know, my mom used to tell me, hey, this is who you are, this is where you come from. Okay, I know that. I'm MJ, whatever, right? But I didn't care. Okay. I did not care, you know, how, because you grew up in this country, right? If I grew up in Somalia, it would be different.
Yeah.
I have to know everybody's operating, everybody's acting on it. You have to know.
No, that's different.
Yeah.
So, but because we grew up here, it's the same thing.
Because it's all about the environment, right?
But it's the same thing that we said earlier.
Yeah.
I didn't know what Qabil you were, and it didn't matter.
Yes.
Because it wasn't going to make you a better person.
No.
And it wasn't going to make you a worse person.
Yeah.
I was
in other words, Me knowing what qabil you are is not gonna make me treat you differently.
Exactly.
Although there was times where, there are some friends I knew for so many years, we're playing soccer or basketball, whatever, and then they find out which qabil and they're more friendly now.
Because now all of a sudden you're closer.
Oh, mashallah, you're MJ, mashallah. It's like, this is a special treatment you give me. So that's the reality, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, what about religion? Deen?
Deen, I mean, both sides. Okay. It depends, right? Yes, a lot of people...
Because I've heard a lot of people say that, Say Walahi deen tamiqanin. They don't know the religion. I've heard that before.
No.
You don't think that's true?
There's two camps, honestly. It depends. The Say Walahi that grew up with their family, they have good roots and good foundation. And then the Say Walahi that has only a mother, single mothers, right? They grew up and then through gangs, through different high schools, they get involved with the wrong crew. So there's two groups.
Okay.
I wouldn't say all Say Walahi are religious, but it depends, right?
Okay.
Right. So
it's the same as, I guess, back home.
Yeah. Yes.
It's the same thing. If you have a good foundation,
yes,
you're going to be good in morals and religion.
Yes.
If you don't have a good foundation,
yeah,
your morals are corrupt. Your religion is corrupt.
Yeah. So it all depends at the house, at the home, right? That's where it starts. Right.
Okay. So now, with that being said, what are the good qualities, or I mean the bad qualities?
The bad qualities obviously is like when you don't know your culture, your language, that's very important, right?
Hey.
I think that's very important. That's the negative side of it.
What's the bad side? So
yeah, the bad side is
you don't know your culture.
Yeah.
So culture.
Yeah.
What about language?
Culture, language, both of them. I think our kids, our younger generation, it's very important to know where they come from. The culture, the language is very important.
Okay, so
because every other ethnicity, whether it's the Indians or any, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
One of the things they ingrain their kids is the culture and the language.
Yeah.
And I think that's where we lost, right?
No, true.
Yeah.
But our language is a little difficult to learn at times.
No,
because how we end?
Like, do you think our language is difficult? Of Somali?
No, gabayada.
No.
Like, have you ever listened to Sayyid Abdullah Hassan's poems? They're hard to understand.
Oh, poem is different though.
No, but it's still part of the language though.
Yeah, it's part of the language.
They're still speaking
poem is a little bit advanced, right?
Yeah,
like
but they're still speaking Somali though.
They're speaking Somali, but they're using big words.
No, that's what I mean.
Right? Yeah. So I wouldn't go as a poem, right? The poem is different.
Yeah.
But the basic language, I think it shouldn't be difficult to learn, right?
No, it's not difficult. The basic is fine.
Yeah.
But that's why I said, like, the poem side of it, gabayada.
Gabayada, yeah.
Get at
every words of the...
Like, some of the words that they use,
oh, yes.
I'm scratching my head going, okay, what's that mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
So...
what about the music of it?
The what?
The music.
The music?
Yeah, is that part of the culture? Do you think?
Of course, I mean, music is always part of the culture, right? I mean, it depends, but yeah.
So if I don't listen to music, does that make me outside of the culture, or is it?
Listen, like whether it's language, whether it's the culture or the music, it's all part, right?
Okay.
I think it's good to know. It's good to know where you come from, your roots, your family, your lineage, where you come from. It's good to know those things. It's very important, especially for the kids, right?
No, true.
Yeah, but also the language. And for me, I always wondered when I was young, how come there was the Somali community in general? How come they didn't put effort in, in like weekends, Saturday, Sunday? We used to go to Duxi, right?
Yeah.
Monday to Friday, we go to high school or whatever.
Whatever school.
And then on the weekends, we go to Duxi, which is good. We memorize the Quran, you learn the deen, right? But also part of that, I think they should have added
the Somali language.
The Somali language, the Somali culture, right? Do you agree?
Some places do that, though.
Yeah,
some places did that. For example, like Ottawa.
Ethnicities, they do that.
No.
The Indians, they do that.
No, but in Ottawa, I'm not from Ottawa, by the way, but I have friends that are from Ottawa.
Yeah.
They told me that on weekends, they used to have a Somali school. Same thing that they had the Quran schools, where they have it on the weekends.
Yes.
Also have Somali schools on the weekends.
Yes.
whether you learn to dance or whether you learn to read and write, they should have something similar to that.
I don't know about dancing or music.
The same thing.
But
culture is culture.
Yeah,
it's part of it.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm talking about strictly like just
reading and writing and
reading and writing
and talking.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So I think that would have made a big difference in terms of the Say Walahi culture, right? Say Walahi group, right? So,
Okay. So I have a question about that then, Maka. Is there an age limit to become a Say Walahi? Can a 60-year-old be Say Walahi? A 40-year-old? No, I'm just saying, like, if you grew up here, like, let's say you grew up in Canada or US.
Yeah.
You came in the 1970s. You came at the age of 12, 11 in the 1970s. Now you're in your 60s. Are you Say Walahi at that point, or are you?
Honestly, it depends, because there are some Say Walahi that they come to this country, they grow up with the wrong crowd, and let's say they only date white women, right?
They got lost in
they marry white women, they mess with the white women, and they don't want to mess with their
people.
Their people, right? Yeah. So they go to that direction. He grows up 40, 50, 60, whatever. Of course, yes.
So that's a Say Walahi.
Yeah, that's a Say Walahi. Yeah, because he doesn't want nothing to do with the culture.
But even if he wants something to do with it, I'm just saying, just because he's been away for so long, and let's say in the 70s, because he didn't have that many options to marry Somali women.
You always have options to marry.
I'm saying it wasn't that many options. You always have the options, but you don't have as many.
Yeah.
So for that type of person, even though he's still, he's still connected to his culture, he's still connected to all of those.
Yeah.
But just because his Somali is not as good as it used to be, his kids fully don't speak Somali. His wife doesn't speak Somali.
Yeah.
Like that type of a person, like that's why I was asking, does it have an age group or is it just mentality?
No, it's all mentality, it's the lifestyle, it's your mindset, it's where you're living, it's what group are you part of, right? Are you part of the community, the Somali community or the Muslim? It depends on that, because there are very few people, they stray away from their people, right?
True.
And I'm not saying it's only Somalis, it's every other culture.
Every other culture has the same thing.
There are some
they
people,
all have different names for it.
Yeah, they stray away from their culture or from their people, and they have nothing to do with that, right? So
true.
Yeah.
Okay. And the next one is, does it make you any less Somali to be a Say Walahi?
No.
Because right now, like the things that are going on in Minnesota, like you see like a bunch of young kids.
Yes.
They got their camera out. They're like, you can't do nothing.
Yeah.
Because they know they have their paperwork.
Yes.
So is that person more American than he is or she is Somali? Because she has no fear, or he has no fear of ICE.
He's still Somali, right?
But your
parents are Somali?
Yeah, but being Say Walahi.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that mentally, they're a little different. Culturally, they're a little different. Does that take them away from it? Does that make them less Somali? Or is that equal Somali, is just different cultures? Somali, but different culture.
It doesn't matter, honestly. First of all, let's define, like, what do you think definition of Say Walahi is? Because everybody might say different things.
Okay, so my definition of Say Walahi, I don't really think it matters on the age that you're at.
Yeah,
now.
I agree.
So you could be 60, 70, 40, 20, 10.
Yeah.
It depends on when you came to the country and how mentally developed you were. Because there are some people that came at the age of 10, 11 that were mentally developed, that kept their culture, they kept their language, they kept everything. Mm-hmm. And there are people that came at the age of 15 and completely brainwashed themselves.
Yeah.
By the time they're 25, I don't speak Somali, man. What's going on? What do you mean? I'm not Somali. I'm Canadian. I'm American. I'm Swedish.
And that's the problem. That's
why I said it's mentality.
Yeah, but that's why I suggested the idea when we come here, this country, right? We don't want to integrate into our culture fully, right?
Yeah.
because it's important to maintain our culture, but also our deen.
Yeah.
Right? That's very important, right? So the second thing is, that's why when we go into Duxi, they should have added Somali culture to maintain our culture,
I agree.
so we don't lose.
I agree.
We don't, and that's a problem.
I
So many young kids, they come here young.
Yeah.
They hang with the white guy or whoever, whatever, and
they fall into that path.
They fall into that path, and that's they stray away from their people, right?
No, true.
So he becomes truly Say Walahi, that he doesn't know anything about his culture, and he gets lost. So what would you say about them though, as a group, like Say Walahi right now?
Say Walahi, like, for one, I don't believe that it's a derogatory term. It all depends on how you take it.
Yeah.
So look at kugu ayana kulein. I say Walahi about that. Muhammad taqaanade. Like, nigga, because I don't speak as well as you.
Yeah.
Like, it don't make me any less of a Somali than you.
Yes, I agree. Yeah.
Just because you can use the word, I don't know, damer, whatever else.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, what's that mean? Does that make me less?
Earlier when I said mukulal and you were like, bisat,
Does it make me any less?
So,
no. So when they say it's a derogatory term, I disagree with it. And a person is a person. Somali. Somali is what? One, the culture. Two, the physical look. Three, the language, yes. And four, the mentality. Mentally, I'm Somali. Yeah. I'm not running around saying, hey, I'm Arab.
Yeah, but if you also come from certain tribe, you are Somali.
No,
right?
Yes. But I'm saying when I'm even out in public, like when I was young, I remember, I was the only Somali kid in my high school, elementary school. I think there was like 3 of us in my college. When somebody asked me, hey, what are you? I was like, I'm Somali. I didn't grow up with Somali people.
Yeah.
I wasn't interacting with Somali people. Like, I had nothing to do with them. But I was still claiming I'm Somali. I wasn't saying I'm African. I wasn't saying I'm Arab. I wasn't saying I'm Qabil Hebel. I was like, I'm Somali. When my friends are like, oh, today we're gonna go play basketball against school such and such. They have a Somali player. I was excited. I don't know what Qabili is.
Yeah.
I don't know if he speaks Somali, if he doesn't.
They won't tell you what Qabili is or where he came from.
No,
they'll
because
just say this is his name and...
Yeah, but the kids that I was playing with would tell me, hey, today we're playing Morning Star. Today we're playing St. Augustine. Oh, there's a Somali boy there. He's nice. I'm excited, like I want to see this kid. When I meet him, they'll be like, hey, what's going on? That's it.
That's it, yeah.
We weren't hugging it out. We weren't like, oh my God, you're Somali, I'm Somali. No.
Last 5 minutes, we're going to wrap it up with this one.
Yeah.
And the last question is, what about Daganaris?
Daganaris.
Okay.
Daganaris. What do you guys think? Is it good? Is it bad?
Daganaris, in English, they say diaspora, right?
No, Dagan Ellis is like, no, I guess
similar.
It's similar, I guess, yeah.
Like bringing them back.
Yeah. Bring
That's
them
what
back
they
just
say,
to learn the
diaspora,
culture.
right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so what do you think of the Dagan Ellis?
But I would say it depends on the family, right? But I think the younger the kids are, the better for them to take them back to Somalia and get them immersed in the culture.
Okay, so now follow up to that one.
Yeah.
Let's say you took them back.
Yeah.
Should you take them to Badia or to the city?
Both. Why not?
Because
Why?
if you take them to the city, they have the same amenities as here.
No, of course, but I will take them to both sides. Why limit?
Why only one?
Why only one side? Take them everywhere. But I did send my family back home, and they loved it.
Okay.
So it was a good experience for your family.
Yeah, it was a good experience.
Because I've done it.
Yeah.
Like I'm a Dagan Ellis kid, I guess, child.
Yeah.
I wasn't a child, I was a grown man when I went back. But it was still, it took me a while to understand the culture. Not the language, the culture. The culture, I mean, the way that people act, the way that people interact, the way that people do business. Like, there was one time I was walking down the street. I'm in front of my house. It's just me. It's like 8 at night. The sun just went down. We just prayed Maghrib. I'm just walking by myself. All I hear is a person behind me. Wah, la, 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 wah, ya, la. I'm like, what the hell? So I'm looking around, I'm like, oh, snap, what's going on? He scared me, right? So he's getting close and he's talking on the phone and he's talking about some business deal that he's doing with his cousin or whoever. But he's yelling at the top of his lungs. I was shocked for a minute. After I noticed he's on the phone, to be an ass, I picked up my phone and I'm like, what is I can't hear. So I'm acting like there's a fight going on. So I'm like, wait, there's 2 people fighting. Give me a second. The guy looked at me, he said, what's wrong? I'm like, nothing, what's wrong? We both looked at each other. He's looking at me as if I'm crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at him as if he's crazy. So we're both speaking the same language.
Yeah.
But we're acting on 2 different cultures. Where I grew up, it's more of nobody should hear your voice when you're talking on the phone.
When he's on the phone, yeah.
And I'm hearing this man from 2 blocks away. He's yelling at the top of his lungs. I'm like, relax.
Yeah.
To wrap this up, Say Walahi is not a bad thing.
No.
Once again, the growth agenda.
Yes.
Don't forget, subscribe. And if you want to share like topics that we should talk about or we should cover,
yes,
write it up. Let us know. Maybe we have the same thought, the same ideas, the same train of thought, and maybe we'll do it.
Yeah, we're here to learn from you and from you from us, right?
Exactly.
So, yeah.
We want this to be a conversation rather than a one-way interaction.
Yeah.
We don't want you just to listen to us. We want you to talk back to us. Tell us what you liked. Tell us what you didn't like. Tell us what we should add. Tell us what we should subtract.
Yeah.
So until next time, let's wrap it up.